This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. On the KC sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys looking good early off to the 2-0 start. On the other sideline, the head coach of Cincinnati. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll get across the 20, mark them down to the 23-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
So as he takes the field, Mike, he's coming off an incredibly productive game, and it's really the 4 touchdowns that stands out to us. But to him, all he could think about all week is eliminating the 2 interceptions. He told us, he said, I have to continue to be productive and have the positive plays, but at the same time, I've got to do a better job eliminating the negative.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They are led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020, national champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong. Every play, every throw, it just seems like everything goes your way. And that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Rolling right. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a good choice to get out and run. That's a pickup of 18 and a 1st down.
18. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
That's another Bengals.
Brown. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And did the Chiefs get it? They did. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
The Chiefs offense ready now for their second. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Go Burrow! Touchdown, Bengals. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, it's just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
The score, Bengals 7, Chiefs nothing.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Kansas City.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory.
At the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Moving the tight end right. Once again, it's Pacheco. Has some room inside the 30. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return is Trey Palmer. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Here's Brown. And he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pick up 8 out to the 33-yard line. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Second down. Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 45.
Now Brown.
Chase Brown.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. He finds Austin with the grab. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Burrow. Now a screen set up for ETN. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
To throw is Burrow. He'll let this go. Towards the end zone. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Gray is the motion man here. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. With the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run with their tight end. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Now, Mahomes. That's complete on the tight end screen. Finding room at midfield. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First and 10. At the
Receiver
33
in motion, headed left. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Incomplete.
Flush to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Wilson on the tackle. A loss of 2. Brings up
Last
second
play
and
went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll send Worthy in motion. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 12 to go. Oh, the elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Pacheco. A short kick down to the 7. Now here's second and goal.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Chiefs. That his second TD catch of the season. And Butker on for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10.
Bengals 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Palmer now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense are going to get set to take over once more. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. But as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result.
Got it.
Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video game. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Bengals are back within a point. It's 14-13. McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a nice job there, sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
1-yard gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Play action here. Mahomes. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Shamar Stewart in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
3rd and long for Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense ready for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Oh, a loose football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run here with Brown. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 6. On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Burrow to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Results in a fourth
We're all
down.
set to kick this one away. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he is on to punt for KC. Stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther.
42-yard line.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And just a pickup of 3 or 4, but with the penalty a moment ago, it leaves them with a good down. 2nd and short. Throwing is Burrow. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. A carry here for Brown. Lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Here we go. Back to throw. Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
Bengals field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bengals are back within 5.
16.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't think there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. We'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Chiefs offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it.
It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here at the 44.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, Burrow. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now, Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. Now, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Bengals out and ready to punt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Chiefs offense ready to see what they can do. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Once again, it's Pacheco. He's got room at the 30. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, KC.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
They'll go with the option here to the short side. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both. as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Flushed to his left. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
17 yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose.
Now Pacheco loses the football. And it is recovered by the Bengals.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. This one out to Moore. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. On comes the Chiefs punter, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Brown. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now a give up the middle. And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up at the 30.
And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, Burrow. This one grabbed by Austin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Thrown quickly. That's more on the RPO. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Now a run to begin the 4th quarter on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll go with the counter on 1st down. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. 18 yards on the connection. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the 4th quarter, Mike, facing a tough 3rd down. You've got to have it. You know what? He calls the play. He breaks the huddle. He's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Burrow here on 2nd down. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
And 4.
To throw is Burrow. And that is incomplete.
For T. Higgins. Incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the option. And now he loses the football. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Chiefs 21.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down. Here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. When you talk about impacting the game in all areas, this guy's having himself a ball game.
On the return, it's Austin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bengals offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
They try to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Still second down.
From the 41, here's second down and 5. The carry here for ETN. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Brown. They're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This run straight ahead for ETN. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
The 37-yard line. A gain of 5.
Off the read, here's Burrow. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete.
Intended for Chase Brown.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
The Chiefs' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Traditionally in first and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. They need one right now. Third and long. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow to throw. Now a screen set up for ETN. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Up the middle, here's ETN. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And they'll take this down inside the 35. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll come up here. 1st and 10. Now Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Burrow now. He finds Austin with the grab. He'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. His 2nd touchdown tonight. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
1st down throw. Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stoutly. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Kansas City Chiefs.
They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. Now it's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1. at the 15-yard line.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So, not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Mahomes now to throw again. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
The coverage by Cam Taylor-Britt.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That one to the end zone, but incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. Oh, and pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards, and it's 4th down.
Tight end going in motion here. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And, of course, now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta have it play. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
Listen to this crowd. These guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
The Chiefs
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And this is caught. He's able to hang on. They get the 2 points, and we are tied in the final minute of play.
You can just tell the teams that practice these end-of-game situations. After the offense scored, there was no big hoopla. They weren't throwing themselves a parade. They immediately knew they had to go for 2. Get back in the huddle, get their best play call executed, and we got a tie ball game.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Brown. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So, overtime coming up. Quick reminder of the rules. Each team guaranteed 1 possession. Any defensive score ends the game. Each team gets a couple of timeouts. All the replays come from upstairs. If this first OT ends in a tie, so does the game.
Evan
4 quarters
McPherson to kick
could
off
not
for
determine a
Cincinnati.
winner. We get back underway here in overtime. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Pacheco. Now, after the play, it looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And that not a guy you can afford to lose here in overtime. 3rd and a yard. from the shotgun. It's Mahomes. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down. A gain of 4 yards.
Gray is the motion man here. On first down, it's Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
On second down, Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First down.
Mahomes back. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Third and short. Here's Patrick. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long.
Back at the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. This one out to Moore. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Throwing now, Mahomes. And he's in. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Greg, exactly the way you want to handle it when you get the ball to start overtime.
Absolutely, Mike. You want to strike first. You understand the defense is wearing down. It's been a long game. Now you are one stop away from getting out of here with a huge win.
So, thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bengals offense ready to get back to work. Now a first throw here in overtime. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Play action now. It's Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
4-yard line.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake. But at the same time, give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. And you can bet, if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from Cincinnati.